Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome to Tucson. Look who's here, too.
We're finally in the same place.
Us three. We're all in the same place. Can you believe it? This is so special. Oh, my God.
Everywhere.
Hi, everyone. I'll bring this. This is our microphone today, so I'll bring it in a little bit. Hey, everyone. Can you let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us? We're so excited to be here.
We have to show this booth a little bit. It's so pretty. Look at all this color.
So much beauty goodness.
This booth goes on and on. There's so much amazingness.
Everything's attached to the walls, but we'll have to give a tour. It's very pretty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, if you don't know, we are live coming from Tucson, Arizona. Me and Sam are here almost all week to give you a little behind the scenes of what's going on. Yesterday we went live with some folks from TierraCast and Bead, and now we get to hang out with Danielle from John Beads. This is so great. I love this. Oh my God. So what have you guys been doing here? Tell us about your booth a little bit.
We've just been showing off our products.
Yeah.
So folks come by, ask us questions, and we just share what's new and what we love. And
awesome. And you've been demoing about too?
These. Yeah, I've been doing some demos of just here and there stuff. Like I showed some how to do fringe earrings, and we've been demoing some like 2-drop peyote.
Oh, cool.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. You guys have so many cool products here. I got to look at them in more detail.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Welcome. Let's see what everyone's saying. All right, everyone's just saying hello. Perfect. We're not having any issues. Cool. So, since we're here with Danielle and we have all these cool new beads behind us, we wanted to introduce some new beads to the shop. So folks might remember, sometime last year, Sam and Danielle partnered up and did some Rhombus Bracelet designs using soft touch. And now, as of today, as of this afternoon, we are going to have the Rhombus 2-hole beads and the Rolla beads in our shop, in Sam's Bead Shop. So we want to give you another idea of how you can use these beads. So Danielle has just whipped up an earring design that we are going to show off. It feels so Southwest, so Tucson. Like it feels perfect for right now. Yeah,
it so does.
You want to, let's see, I bring up do you want to just hold it up?
You can hold it up.
Let's see, I'm going to add this.
And so this was originally a bracelet design. There's a PDF for it on our website, blog.johnbead.com, and we can post a link for it later.
Yeah.
But the bracelet, we decided to make an earring.
Yeah, we wanted to show you another variation today, and we wanted to mix a bunch of colors together because I think that's what's so fun about these is they come in like all of the beautiful check glass finishes. Like you have your lusters and your opals and your vitriol. It's so cool. Yeah,
I love them.
So I
think the finishes are magic. They're
so
pretty.
Yeah.
You guys got good ones too.
Yeah, I know. I'm really happy with these. So we are going to we have one earring. We got to finish the pair. So we're going to show you how to make the full earring. And then if we have time, we'll try to show a little bit of the bracelet that's in the tutorial. Would you tell us about these beads a little bit?
Yes. So the Rhombus beads they're a super special bead. They were made in the Czech Republic and designed by artist Lena Gillespie, and she has the most amazing color eye and design aesthetic. So I feel like her spirit comes out in these, like her whole design style and everything. And the cool thing about them is the way that the through hole runs in a different direction than you would expect. So for example, on a gem duo, they're going this way. On these, they're going in this direction.
They're like across the bead almost, or like across the corner. So when it sits as a diamond instead of a square.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's cool because it gives you the ability to make it turn into different shapes. So you can stack them in a way that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do with the other styles. And they're also a little bit of a larger format. So they show up more in a design. They're kind of just like a bulkier bead. So they're really unique and just something that you don't see all the time.
Yeah. And I think as I've been dabbling into this bead weaving world last couple months, just realizing how helpful 2-hole beads are in projects. Like they just open up so many possibilities.
They do. They're they give you an extra dimension. So
and then you pair it in with the smaller beads. So can you show us the Rolla beads?
In the Rolla beads, these are the 4.2 or I think it's 4.2 or 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5 millimeter.
4.5 millimeter Rolla beads. So they're like a cylinder bead, and they are a very generous through hole.
So the camera's right there. There you go. All good.
And so they're like you can get leather, you can get 0.5 millimeter leather through these,
Yeah.
which makes for really cool like designs, macrame cord, and all that.
So you can take advantage of the larger hole. Today we're going to use wildfire, but you were saying this would work with which type of?
This will work with the very fine and even the fine soft flex. We've done some projects that we bead wove with these with soft flex fine and very fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
really
feel
fun.
free to give this a try. Today we're going to do it just with some wildfire. We're going to be using some of our. I don't ever know which.
I usually
what do
just
you
tell
call it
folks
by?
it's the .006.
0.06. Cool. I think we're using. Do we get the black?
We did, yeah.
All right, we're
well,
using
just
the
so
black.
it's easy to see.
Yeah. You
With
could
this
totally
palette,
use one
like,
that blends in more, maybe.
I think I would have used gray or beige.
Yeah.
But I wanted you guys to be able to see like what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's fast
For now, right now on our website, we have lots of wildfire and we have needles. The Rollas and the rhombuses will be up later today. So they're not there quite yet, but once you see the possibilities, you can pick some up later. Yeah. I'm excited. Cool. I guess we should start making. Let's jump in.
So
All right.
you'll also need some size 8. Just grab, some size 8 seed beads and start stitching. So
Cool.
This is basically just writing a weave for those of you who do the bead weaving. And you know all the terms already. But for those of you who don't worry, it's making a circle.
All right. So just to start at like totally step one, how long of a piece should we cut? You know, I mean, I know we kind of estimated this.
So I kind of
At
just
least-
eyeballed.
Yeah. How much thread should someone cut?
For an earring, 1 arm. So
okay.
maybe like 30 inches, I would say. I
Cool.
cut a big one earlier and I have half left. So
Okay, so half of your wingspan,
half your wingspan.
one arm. Let's put our hands up. You can see that. That's a good start. Cool. And then you have threaded do you mind showing your trick for getting?
Yeah. I just need to grab some pliers. I have
Yes.
them.
Do you have some? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because this is like a game changer of the trick of getting the thread onto the needle. Like this is step one, but getting this tip helps so much.
Definitely does. I'll use the other side because we eventually want a needle on there to do our weaving in. So you'll just take your flat nose. These look like some square chinos. They're pretty handy. Any chinos will work. And just flat hand. And that way you should be able to get it through your needle really easy.
Yeah, there's something about flattening the thread that just makes it the right shape for the hole of the needle.
Yeah, and it's just,
And then it slides right through.
it kind of makes it like paper. And Meredith says, like butter, it'll go through a size 13.
Yeah, cool. So
So,
that's step one. Cut it about an arm's length, and then flatten the ends and add on your needle. And you're just folding it over a few inches, like
Yeah, just a few, enough that I have something to hold on to.
cool.
And that's all I need.
Okay, awesome. All right. So what beads do we start with?
Well, so the first thing I didn't do this when I first started. I just started stringing to see what happens, but now I have a pattern I want to match. So I'm gonna lay it out so that I know which order I want my beads to go in.
I'm gonna make that even bigger for everyone.
A little bigger? Okay, yeah.
You're good.
So that will be my center, and these are my sides. And all I need to do, and I earlier we were mentioning these are a 2-hole bead, right? So we're just at the moment going to be working on the inside hole. And in this design, we never actually use the one that becomes the outside. We're just kind of working with the centers. And you can start anywhere, but I'm going to start right here because this one is eventually going to come up and make an ear wire.
So we're using kind of like what is going to become the inner hole.
The inside
The
hole.
inside hole.
Yeah, and
each bead.
if you're stringing them, don't worry which side when you're stringing.
Yeah, at this point it doesn't matter.
They're symmetrical and they are reversible.
Okay.
There we go.
We're in Tucson. We are at the what is the name of this show?
This is To Be True Blue, or some people call it Colors of the Stone. It's at the Casino del Sol.
Yeah. So if you're here in Tucson, you're welcome to stop by. You then can see Danielle demo live, like truly live, right in person.
Yeah.
Everyone is happy to chat here at Jock Beads.
We are. We've been making all kinds of
Okay, wait.
stuff.
Let's go back for 1 second. Do you mind taking that out?
Oh, yeah. No
Cool,
problem.
just that last one. All right, so
Once
first,
I get stitching, I just keep
I
going,
know I
you
start talking.
So
All right, so we have all 4 going through, and now we're gonna go back through the first bead. Is that right?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
So
which
this is our-
direction do we go back through it?
and this is our tail here.
Okay. Tails at the top.
And we're just going to come back through all the holes that we went through before.
Okay.
And the way we figured out what order to string them was we had them lined up in the order that we'd like them to end up in.
So now you're going through in the kind of the up sit direct or through the tail side, I guess.
Through the tail side. Yeah.
You're
I wanna
going
just go back
on the same where exactly on that same side. Okay.
Yeah.
We're kind of making it into a circle and we're reinforcing it as well.
Exactly. And what I'm hoping will happen when I do this is that it will
Become our little diamond,
become our little circle.
or a little circle diamond flower. It feels like it has so many different like
To me, it looks like-
possibilities.
Does it look like Tucson tiles?
Yes. Oh my God, that's so true. All the
So pretty.
amazing tile work.
And
Yeah.
I've been seeing that a lot in the decor here.
Yeah.
And it's been inspiring my designs. I did a little sketch earlier for a French wing design that has all just looks like mosaic tile.
All right. So we went back to that first bead, which was that aqua opal. So now we're just going
Yes.
through each one through exactly where the thread already is.
Yep, just reinforce all the way around. And I like to reinforce stuff because it's funner to work with a seed bead this big if it's not wobbly. And
Yeah, it's amazing how just a couple passes really like changes how it feels in your hand and how much more sturdy. Like it really makes it's worth the extra few seconds, I would say, to go through.
Oh, absolutely. Because then you've got exactly like something that's going to stay put while you're working.
Okay, so as you went through, you went all the way through, and then you went through that first bead again.
Yeah.
Right? You went all the way through, and then you went through that aqua opal now for the third time, so that you have the tail coming out here, and that one coming out the other side. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just 3. So through all 4. Sorry.
Yeah.
All 4 again.
Okay.
And so the next part, what we're going to want to do, I'm going to show you the back side. We're going to share the blue one. So this is just, another version of red ink a week where we're just going to take another bead. We're going to bring out another aqua ink and then an aqua, and we're going to share that one.
We're going to make that second circle, second diamond below. Okay.
But we need to get there. And right now we're exiting from our opal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue through the blue one here.
Okay.
So teeny tiny here.
Going through the same place we've been going through that blue stone bead.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're going to turn and use the other hole. It's the only time we have to use the other side there for the center. And so now it's the same thing we did before. We're just going to straighten one of the opal, one of the pink silk. I'm going to help get the one on the needle. I bent my needle earlier. So it's like all crazy there.
Pauline and Anastasia both said they wish they could be here with you.
You guys were here too. It's been really fun and it's going so fast.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
You're doing great because I'm going like.
Okay, you're going back here. All right, just so we can show.
Yeah.
So first, you go through. All right, don't look at this part. We'll show you where we are.
It just gets
Okay, so we just threaded on 3 more beads, and now we want to connect this back in. So we're going to go back through, going this way. Okay. So I guess going through the same way the thread's already going through that bead. Yeah, Lori, we are going to go live again on the app and the website after this with like 12 colors or something of the rhombuses and like 6 colors of the rolla beads. So you'll be able to pick them up during the live later today. We don't have photos of these beads yet, so that's why we can't get them on the website, but we can show you them on a video. Perfect. Okay, so
I'm going to try to like kick in on my phone.
I hope so.
It's been so busy here, but I'm so
all right, so we got it into the circle. Are we going to reinforce that?
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah.
It takes a minute, but it's so worth it.
Okay, so we're just going back through that all the way around that inner hole.
Yeah, just working on the inside for now.
And if folks have any questions as we go along, or whether about this project or about what we're doing here, anything, we're happy to help.
Absolutely.
Sam's hanging out, talking with the rest of the John Beats crew. I love it. It's a party over here.
It's so fun. And I reinforced around, and I'm continuing through the next 2. Still working on the inside.
Okay.
Just continuing around.
We're all the way around, and then through 2 more. So we're coming out of the pink bead.
Yeah, cool. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do I thought I'd do the embellishment first, and then we'll finish the top.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we're going to put these little beautiful.
I want to hold that up.
Definitely.
There we go.
And this could be done with any beads, but we thought the roll looks cute. It looks like a little half moon.
Yeah.
So Tucson.
Just adds to that tile effect, and I think it's so cool.
I love it. And I love the colors that you chose to put out on the mat. It was just perfect Tucson colors. So I'm picking up an 8 seed bead.
Okay.
And one of the 4.5 millimeter rolla. And here's another size 8 seed bead. And your thread at the moment is going to be heading in this direction, right? Exiting out of the pink silk. We're gonna go ahead and head up this way across and just go.
See, maybe can we lift? Maybe if we lift it up.
Yeah, let's lift it up.
Let's see if that helps.
And there is a thread diagram of this.
Okay. No, I think that's already so much easier. So we're coming out of the pink.
Yeah. So we're out of the pink. We're headed in this direction, and then we're gonna jump over and
through the our blue stone, the top.
And it's a good, nice, tight tension stitch that I reinforced. So what you want to do as you're pulling through is just make sure that it stays on top.
Stays on the front side, yeah. So you don't want your thread getting tangled on the back side.
And you'll know it worked out because what you'll get is you'll get a pop like that.
I know. To me, they also look like flowers, and these are kind of like the buds in the center.
Oh, that's
especially when I saw the bracelet, like that's what it really reminded me of.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah,
that's so pretty.
Okay, so we're coming out of that
we're
blue
exiting
stone.
from what is, I guess, the inside hole here.
Mm-hmm.
And what we need to do is put another embellishment up here. And so I'm going to go ahead and use the other hole again. We're just jumping back.
Yep. This is the only bead. Only the one in the middle is the only one we're going through both.
For now, yeah.
For
the ear wire, just
we'll
for the ear wire.
Okay. Cool.
And of course, if you're doing the bracelet, you'll do your band off the
Yeah. Lori, we had to choose these colors because of where we are. It just made sense. I mean, they go with your earrings too that you're wearing.
Oh, they do. See, I have two parts on the mind tonight. This is where we are.
Okay, so now
same thing again. I'm gonna pick
1-8 Rolla. I keep saying Rolla. I don't know why I want to say Rolla's a candy, isn't it?
Rollo?
Yeah.
Rolla's the candy, but Rolla is the
Rolla's
right?
the bead.
Have we had that right?
It's all candy's beads. It's all the same. Don't eat these.
Don't eat these.
Okay, so we're gonna thread that on, and then if you want to hold that up, so we can. So you're coming out of the blue stone there. Okay.
And we know we want it to go over here, right? So we're gonna go
diagonally
through the
across
over here. Just gonna go right through there.
You're going on the bead that's like the opposite bead and on the opposite side.
And it'll make sense, like when you're looking at it, like making it a crisscross.
Yeah.
And I think it's also possible to make them, go a different direction if you want to. But when you make the full bracelet, they kind of zigzag, and that's also going to look so Tucson.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
Yeah,
that
graphic look. Yeah.
So that's the basic earring, and now to put the ear wire on, there's so many ways you could do it. You could do any loop that you wanted. You could put any kind of binding. But all I did was just a simple little CB triangle. So I'll show you guys how we did that.
And I think folks actually want to see your jewelry, so we'll take a pause right there just to so we can show off what we're wearing. Let's see. I got some goodies on as well. Here we go. All right, just a little pause in the project. So what do you have? Are you just stuff you made, or
no? Well, one of them I made the bracelet.
Okay,
this is my favorite bracelet. I wear this all the time.
What stitch is that?
Peyote.
Little cactuses.
Little cactus design.
Oh, it's so sweet.
It's one of my favorite little things to wear. I think I made this a long time ago.
And then you have some fringe
earrings were a gift that were given to me just last night, and they're made by an artist in Quebec called Josie from the north.
They're beautiful. And I am wearing all of my goodies with the January bead box. So I have on, move this down a little bit, but this is the brick stitch necklace that I made. Let's see. Here we go. Using Danielle's brick stitch technique around the flower of life. And then I have my like cha-cha bracelet with the Russian spiral. So I had to wear all my seed beading today.
I'm happy to see that one in person. Stitching is beautiful.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for enjoying our intermission. Let's finish off this earring.
All
right. I'm going to bring this up. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So.
And that might actually be good. It lowered a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
I can still bring it up to the camera.
Yeah. Let's make sure it's in. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So all we did was, we put that little embellishment there in the center, and I'm aiming to get here. I want to be up here now so I can put my top on. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump up to the other hole.
Okay, so we're coming out of the
inside hole. We're headed that direction.
Pink. Yep.
And I'm just doing a turn.
Okay.
And the thread does show on the side of the bead a little bit. I'll show you whenever you go there. You'll see just a tiny bit, and that's true on the bracelet version too. So if you want to match the red color, but honestly, it doesn't jump out that much to me. I think it blends in. So there's that. We're going to pick up 3 seed beads, 3 size 8, and then an ear wire. And if you're using an ear wire that hasn't opened, just kind of hold your thread so that your thread stays, and you're not going through the part that you would bend open.
Yeah, it's going through just that hole at the bottom of the ear wire.
Yeah, so that's all I'm doing, just that little loop there. I'm gonna go back through just the one seed bead that's next to it. Not all three, just the one.
Oh, okay. Just the last seed bead.
And then kind of pull tight. And what you'll get is it'll kind of sit like that. It hasn't made this triangle yet, but we've got a little turn made there. And I'm gonna just get the tail thread out of the way there. Let's get 2 more beads.
I think it is helping when you hold it up.
Is it helping?
So maybe when you go through the next
Yeah,
weave
definitely.
in, maybe just hold it up if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Because I can't bring it down any lower.
So we've got that one going through the ear wire. Here comes 2 more beads. And let's go ahead and bring that through.
Oh, perfect.
The rhombus there. Let me know if I slide out of camera.
Yeah, no, you got it. I'll let you know.
And I'm just trying to keep my tail thread from doing the stuffs there.
Oh yeah.
And that pesky
Keep that out of the way.
All right, and so you'll have to adjust that first pass through. And this is when we absolutely want to reinforce it.
Mm-hmm.
But there it is.
Because that's what's going to get the most wear. When you're wearing the earrings, it'll move there.
Yeah, it's going to move around a lot. But so to reinforce, I'm just going through all the beads again. And that's all.
Up all 3, and then you're going to go through the whole of the loop of
the loop of the ear wire, yeah. And it kind of did it all in one swoop, just by luck.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Serendipitous. And then just come back through up here. And I'm going to continue on through the other 3.
Oh, and I guess Holly may have realized our ear wire is backwards with our embellishments.
Oh, thank you, Holly.
Oh, you're so right. I guess we can just, I don't know, is there a good way to fix that? Or we
I
might
think
just
so.
be okay
I
with
think
it?
so. Yeah, we could, I wonder if I could just go ahead and
Or we could just be okay with this one being backwards.
Yeah, I think that's
just
totally
a good,
fine.
let's just so we can
So
finish. But good
note
to
to
know.
everyone watching.
Yeah.
Double check that before you.
Thank you, Holly. So yeah, that's a good point. This project does have a front and the back, so you can do pay attention to which direction you do the ear wire.
But you could, I'm wondering, but maybe if you wanted to, you could actually do like a, I was just thinking out loud here, but it might be possible to do both sides, to embellish both sides, right?
Oh.
And I never thought of that until just
Right, and then
why
you
not,
wouldn't have
right?
to worry about. So you're going to do that right now?
we could.
All right,
We
I'm
could
down.
if you want.
All right, so if you were going to, just embellish it on one side, you would reinforce through these seed beads. How many times would you go through?
3.
Three
I would go
times.
through. I'll just do 2 for now, but
So you're
I think
through the seed beads and then back
3
through the pink
reinforcement would be
rhombus.
Yeah. There we go.
And then to end it off, you could either weave it in or do a half hitch knot.
Both, yeah.
Okay.
I can show both of those.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is weave to exit to meet your tail and use your tail to knot to.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, weave it so it's coming out of the exact same hole that the tail's coming out of, and then knot them together. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel
Interesting.
like
There's
that
a
would
few
work.
options.
That would work great. So I don't know if this is going to look cute or not. I think it'll look cute. So you could make it double-sided because earrings, you see the front and the back when you're wearing them. So there we go.
Okay, cool. And actually, this is great because now we have one more opportunity to show people up close how
Exactly.
So we've done the first embellishment at the top. And now we need to get down to the lower circle. So you're going to go to the other side of the blue stone bead.
Yeah, just going to get through. I think I made it. Yep. And of course, just making sure my thread, in this case, it's going to just hug the side of my bead there. And now I'm going to pick
This
up
is maybe
another
what I think is the trickiest part. Yeah, just figuring out
direction.
Yeah, the direction.
Yeah,
so we're
for
coming
sure.
out of the blue stone bead that direction, or well,
I think it can help
in
to
one
lay
direction.
it. So like if you're having trouble visualizing where you need to go next, you can take the beads, bring
Yeah.
them down, and just lay them across the
Get them
bead.
across,
And
and
it'll
then
point you in the direction where you want to go through the bead.
okay,
So in this case, I want to go through that bead right there. I want to go through it in this direction.
yeah, from the side
So
that
I'm
the
going to
thread's on.
turn this way. And go through here. And when you pull tight, you'll get that little pretty pop again.
Perfect. And then do
Now
you
it's
want to get,
double-sided.
if it's possible, to get it to meet up with the tail, and then we could
Let's do
show. I'd love to
Yeah,
show people knotting it off that way. 'Cause that's a new idea that I haven't heard of.
And on an earring, so on a bracelet, I
Mhm.
would have a lot of places to go and turn
Yeah.
and go around with a thread. But on earring like this, there's just not very many places to go.
Less places to weave in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so knotting is a good option.
Yeah, an earring is where you're more likely to do it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm pushing you towards it a little bit because I want to show that option.
Oh no, it's good. Yeah, I think it's good to see. And
Yeah.
so it's a little circuitous path to get there because I don't want to cross my intersections, you know.
Yeah, you only want to go where you've already been through.
Yeah.
The same ways.
So all I gotta do is just kind of travel here for just a second. I've got 2 more beads to go through.
Because it's coming out of the pink. Okay, so you're just heading up in that direction.
And the cool thing is it's gonna be kind of headed in the same path. So afterwards, we'll bring the thread through the opal bead, through the turquoise opal bead. So here I am. I'm at my tail.
Mm-hmm.
There's the tail thread. There's the.
Oh, but is the tail coming out of the pink one or the blue one or the opal one?
Oh, they're both at this moment coming out of the pink, headed in the same direction.
Oh, okay.
And it's easy for me to see real close here, but on the camera, it might be coming across as well.
Okay, so they're both coming out of the exact same hole, right?
Yeah, they're both coming out right there.
Cool.
And this is just one way. You could also just half hitch and go through the next bead.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to do a really quick double knot. There's one.
You got to deal with both ends at the same time, right?
Exactly.
You don't have to knot them and weave them in separately.
For sure. And then this is like just, kind of snip it and I'm done. I'm going to go through the next one.
Yeah, go through one just so
you're
that
not
extra, you're not cutting it right next to the knot.
Exactly. So I'm going to grab some scissors really quick and just trim that. And this one, I'll go ahead. I pulled pretty tight on that. Well, you know what we could do is we could grab another needle really quick.
Yeah, sure.
And bring it into the other bead.
And what I love about this design is you can completely change the color palette and it'll look so different. Like you could totally go with more like dark, rich tones. You could go for oranges and reds. I mean, like there's so many options. Do you
have the red?
Andy? I don't know if I have the red one, but I'm going to show off
really
different. I'm going to show off the different
colors.
colors while you.
Yeah.
You want to give a close up of those earrings?
Yeah. So this one is a reversible. You can even put like a different, like little set on reversibles there. I think that came out really cute.
I love that. You guys, this is literally this morning. We were like, what if we turn this into an earrings project? Like, why not? And Danielle,
I was just having my coffee.
Oh, wait, if you want to bring it down just a little bit. There you go. We're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's make it into earrings. Oh, that is so
here
cute.
it is with just one side done. And here it is with a double.
And what do you think? Would you be up for like showing part of the bracelet?
Yeah, I mean the real only difference. I can just grab another thread really quick. It's the same exact thing we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is you'd be repeating that first step a lot more times.
Okay.
So you'd be doing that step, I don't know, maybe 25 times.
Yeah, and we don't do. We could do like part of the bracelet. Pretend it keeps going.
Yeah, exactly. So cut another strand.
I know. And then people will get to see the technique a little bit more.
Yeah, and what I was doing when I was making mine was I used some tricks that I like to do to save me having to add thread.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all in the bracelet video.
Okay.
But I cut a really long strand, but I kind of worked from the midpoint, or at least from sort of the midpoint. And the reason I did that is because we used my tail to build the other side of the band. On the bracelet, what you do basically is you build this first. You build this real estate first, right?
The like rhombus.
The rhombus, like right angle weave. Mm-hmm. Then you do herringbone single column on either side, coming out of the sides, kind of where the garter wire is, but that just becomes a herringbone stitch. And you do that for any length that you need. And then last but not least, you come back and you embellish. So having a nice tail thread on the starter side will let you be able to do that herringbone on that side, and then you'll take your working thread here and do the herringbone.
Do you mind if I show off some of these colors before we get started?
Yeah,
all right. I'll over here. I'll just start cutting the thread, but don't do too much, just so that we can show it off. All right. Let me switch this up. Okay, perfect. All right. I just want to show you guys some of the other colors that we're going to have during our sale later today. So, I mean, these come in so many of the different check glass, base glasses and finishes that we all know and love, so they'll go great with so many different check glass pieces. So these are like some of that green silk and purple silk. Here we have that like metallic Celsian that's so pretty, that orangey brown color. Here we have a white stone bead, and then this is a green Picasso luster. So that's a few of the colors. And let me show you a few more. Just make my palette right here on the screen. So we do have, which I love, we have this bright gold and then the blue vitriol on the back. So much fun. A few other colors. Yeah, I want to add the metallic. All these goodies. They really, these feel like little candies. Yeah. And then these ones are the blue on both sides. So cool. And then we have a few different roller colors too. But I wanted to give you at least a little bit of a sneak peek of what colors are coming. So you can think about, and then we have obviously the colors that were in the earrings. So you can see which ones you might want. So all right, I will move that aside. There's our little intermission. Our second intermission. Yay.
Intermission.
All right, so for this, okay, so I'm going to drop the PDF for you all right here in the comments.
Oh my God, you're magic. How do you repeat that?
I'm just going to do a little bit of everything here. Well, I just had it all ready for myself.
That's so impressive.
Trying to multitask. All right, cool. So now I just dropped the link for, this is the tutorial for the bracelet. So you can see the full details. It's really nicely done step by step. The earrings design, that's not in there since we just came up with that. But it's the same technique. So for the earrings, definitely come back to this video and you can watch it again. But all right, let's do the bracelet. So how long did this one, was this a full wingspan?
This one you just want to cut as much as you can stand to cut.
Okay.
So, because you're going to probably use it. 120 inches would be kind of good. Out there number. I didn't cut that much here. I'm just going to do a little abbreviated version. And what you'll want to do is the same thing we did before. You're just going to pick up some beads.
All right, so we're picking up 4 of them, and you're going to do that same pattern.
Yeah, why not? We'll just do that. Ooh, same pattern.
I can go any lower.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you first string them, you don't really have to worry about which hole you're going to. Just string them in the order you like. If you wanted to lay out your pattern first, just to know what order to string, that's great. And I'm just going back through just like we did in the last demo there, where we're going to do a circle through all the beads. And I got through a couple passes there. So just going to keep going. Keep going.
Can you guys hear just the excitement in our voice that we're just together and getting to do this in person? I feel like I'm a little kid. I'm so giddy right now. This has been so fun.
Me too. This has been such a great trip.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I got to hang out with Nile,
I know.
Jill Wiseman,
she's so cool.
Cynthia from Green Girl Studios. I'm getting to hug everyone, and it makes me so happy.
It is. It's the best time.
Yeah. It's a party here. And so
it's
a bit of work and play.
So true. This is the same step. We just did. We made a loop, made a circle of reinforcement, and the same thing here. We're going to go in. I've changed up our pattern a little bit. Okay, this one I'm going to make the center bead our turquoise one. Why not? It looks cute. Okay. We could go either, whichever one you want to be your sides. You just need to weave to the right spot and exit from there and make your turn.
Because that's where you want. Okay, wherever you're weaving out of is
wherever you make your turn. So
get used for the other.
Exactly. So I made my turn on the turquoise bead here just because
it's playing the turn. That's the one where you're making your decision.
Yeah, exactly. But for example, if I wanted to go,
you could just keep going through the inner holes until the spot you like.
Exactly. So if I make it match the earrings, maybe that would be.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? That's good.
So then you'll just keep going until you want to come out of the blue stone bead.
I went the wrong direction. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot I was going clockwise. Well, I flipped it over and then I got myself out. I moved to Australia.
Yeah, Sharon, these are 2-hole Rhombus beads. So that's what's allowing us all these creative possibilities.
2-hole beads, that is the magic because it gives you another dimension to work in and that place to turn. So now I'm making it match what we did on the earring. So here we go. Here comes the next round. You would, of course, do this probably in the handout. That design has 25 repeats of this.
Okay.
Before you go on to step
25 repeats.
25 of these little.
That many on a bracelet?
Roughly, I think is how. Well, I think so. Now,
maybe I'm sorry. Maybe it's what it is. So maybe you only need 6 or 8 or something.
I bet there's somebody out there who's.
Yeah, someone can look at the PDF, see how many of these.
Danielle's crazy.
Like at that point, you might have a necklace, but I could be wrong.
But you could say until however you want your link to be.
Yeah.
And one of the things that happened when I first designed this is I only had sample bags of these colors. I didn't have enough to do a whole bracelet. So, and I was working with solid color. So what I did is I made as many as I could with what I had.
Yeah.
And then I used my herringbone column to make it go the full length that
Extend
I needed.
it, yeah.
But if you wanted it to go all the way around, I think just experiment with that. See how many you might need. And what I'm doing now, of course, is just going through again, looking through. So when you reinforce, you'll end up back in the bead you started. You'll need to continue down to the next one where we're going to add your next segment. So go ahead and just jump up. That was another step up through the side hole in that bead. And then I'm just going to grab another one of these. And let's do a blue now. Let's do another one with turquoise. Okay. And last but not least, we're going to go right back through this one.
I'm getting all of our rolla beads laid out so you guys can see all the fun colors we picked up.
Are you getting them all out? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want to show them off. I think it's interesting to know that, like, in this piece, you're making your base first with all the rhombus beads. You're making your structure, and then you're going back and adding the embellishments with the 8/0 seed beads and the rollas. That comes later. So, like, I mean, that means you could obviously, this could be your whole bracelet. Just have, if you wanted a little more minimalist, like just use those. You have a cool, like, Art Deco. I don't know. It just has a lot of geometry and architecture. To me, is what I love about it.
Oh, it so does. Yeah. No, it's beautiful. I love doing that. And so let's pretend we made a full length bracelet there. That's just 3 repeats, but like you would just keep going until you either wanted to stop or ran out of beads. It depends how long you'd like your herringbone end to be. I made that kind of an element of the design in the original, where having that little band was part of it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'd love to show that off.
So something you can play with.
Yeah.
So
do you do that? You do the hair? Are you doing that herringbone part before the embellishment too?
Yeah, I think you could do
either way. Sure.
Yeah. And for example, I should have left a much longer tail here to make the other side. But what I kind of did is because I'm here where I want to be, I built the herringbone, and then I did use a little wire guarding, but you can just use a little loop of seed beads or whatever.
Okay, cool.
Connect to your clasp here, and then you just weave back down through to get you back here. You would be here, you come through, travel. We'll do all that.
Okay, cool.
Let's just do
that's a little taste of what's about to happen. Yeah. So if you were making this bracelet, you would continue this for as long as you want that to be on your bracelet. We're just doing 3, so it almost becomes a little focal on our bracelet.
Exactly.
We're doing a mini bracelet.
I'll just bring that one down. So I brought 4 on.
Okay.
And so the 4, I'm going to make a loop. It starts as a loop.
Okay. Yeah, this part I don't know at all. I'm so curious. Okay.
So you got that. And just kind of do the first 2. And I'm going to reinforce that one section.
We are at the Casino del Sol. It is the, what was it called again? The True
Bead, True Blue, or like Colors of the Stone. It has so many names.
Yeah. If you come check out the John Beads booth, you're welcome to come and look at what they have. Nothing's for sale right here, but there's plenty of other booths here that do have great items for sale and to check out and demo with.
And there's like clothes and stuff, and
there's
lamps over there, and like this is such a little like
beads here. It's fun.
Things. But so there's the 4. I did reinforce them around more time. Now I'm just going to go through those 2. Just do the 2 there. And let's start doing single column herringbone. So let's pick up 2 beads, 2 size 8 beads. And again, we're working with 8/0. And just go through that 3rd bead there. Just go through that one. Down. This first one, you're going to have to help a little bit. Just try to get those to sit a little bit side by side like that.
Oh, okay.
Just give them a little bit of help. And then come up through the second.
Bring that up a little bit.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. You just want to come through those 2 there. Like that. And we'll tell you. All right. So straight on till morning. You just want to do this a bunch of times. You're always going through the last one you created. So
just the last bead.
Just the last bead. So I come down. And then just up through. My tension's really good today.
It's very tight right now.
Yeah.
And then you went up the 2 on the other side.
Yep.
Okay, then we're just going to add 2 more. Go down 1 on one side and then back up 2 on the other side. Okay.
Yep. So you're just making a turn. So sometimes you'll have to help them sit flat, and sometimes they'll just do it automatically. And I'm not sure rhyme or reason there, but it goes pretty quick. You can make these.
Can I try doing a stitch? I was like, wait a sec. What if why not? I can grab the project. Okay. So this stitch I've never done before. So I'm going to be your guinea pig. Okay. So I'm going to pick up. Oh, this is cool. This is like now we're like a fully collab project. Okay, we have 2. You said you went down 1.
Uh-huh.
Now I have to practice being on screen.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I'm good at it at home, but I have my elbows.
Yeah, and you know your spots. I'm gonna totally. We are on the go. Okay, so I just went through 1 bead, and then I'm gonna pull it, see if I'll help it sit. There we go. Help it sit a little bit. Then I'll bring the thread over here. I'm gonna go up to 2 on the other side. Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Oh my god. So what is this? Yeah, what is this stitch called? Herringbone.
Okay. It's just with single column.
Single column.
And if you do want to use this for other things, another really awesome thing you could do is put a check on the flower in and just make it a single band.
Oh, this a nice band. Yeah. I was curious. Could you do this stitch with the Rollas too?
Yes.
Okay. And just make it a little trickier.
Yeah. And we did like a whole clasp bracelet in this exact stitch with these Rollas.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I grabbed 2. I'm gonna go back through here. We've slowed down a little bit now, but that's all right. Going Rachel's speed. Yeah. And then I'm gonna kind of tuck, just like a little tap, and it kind of just goes where. Really? Yeah. It does exactly what I need. I go just the last 2 on this side. This is like I had to do this because this is something we can't do when we're like, when you're up. You're Oregon or Washington?
I'm in Washington.
You're in Washington, yeah.
But my parents live in Sacramento. I'm gonna try to make a trip where I can come and like basically we're just gonna be.
Yeah, I would love that. We could just see Bead together and whatever we want to play around with. We could play around with wire, anything.
Yep.
I would love that.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, you got it. See, this is fun. I'm getting the challenge and the practice of trying to demo. What happened here? No, I'm good. Okay.
You're good. Yeah.
Good. Just gotta tap it. The whole thing flipped down.
Way better when the second pass on the stitch. Like that's what it fixes. I've noticed it has a little bit of trouble when you first go down the one side and the other side fixes and that lines up the last row before it. So every new row fixes the one before.
Here, I want to show people where we're at. So for folks who came late, we started by making these earrings. So if you watch the replay, you'll see our earrings with our embellishment, and then now we're partway through our bracelet. Right here, for the bracelet, you probably do a lot more of these. We're doing a mini version. Okay, so that's where I've gotten us to.
That's really nice. You did so good.
Should we make it some sort of ending on it?
Yeah, let's put an ending. Okay. And so there's a lot of things you can do. I think in the wired version.
Do we need to give you a few more of these?
Yeah, we'll need a few more of those, and then I think you have some clasps.
Oh yeah, let me grab them. These are right. Oh, they're over here. I'll grab them.
Let's do the toggle. That's
okay, cool. Yeah, this is the butterfly toggle that we had in the January box. And I just got it in silver. I don't think I've posted it yet, but yeah, I'm gonna get them up soon.
I'm gonna do kind of the same thing we did with the earring, maybe to connect it.
Okay. Yeah, I really like that.
Because that makes it stay flat. If we go just through the loop like this, it's gonna go. Or you could do a jump, of course.
Yeah, but no, let's show you added 2 beads.
I added 2 8-0s.
2 8-0s, okay.
And I'm gonna come down and just go through the 1 8-0 that I just strung, just the top one, and let's pull that tight. Hold on to it and just kind of give it a tug there. I'm gonna grab 1 more 8-0 down through here. And let's
going down through
the other side. So kind of like the same thing we were doing with the single column herringbone, but I made that little point instead.
Interesting.
So now we've got a little point.
Do you mind if we take that out and just show that one more time? I think that would be helpful, at least for me. So maybe for someone else out there too.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna make sure I don't make any little knots.
Yeah, so we're gonna undo those stitches just so you guys can see putting the clasp on one more time.
Yeah, let's go back to where the last herringbone was done.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna
off
take all this stuff off of there.
Perfect.
Let's go. Let's go back there.
So I'm just going to answer a couple questions while you do that. So Susie said, if you can make the live later, will you have rhombus beads in the shop? Yeah. At some point, we will get these photographed and up on the site. Jesse's also working on getting all the gems photographed here in Tucson, so they'll get up eventually. And then any that we sell out of, we'll definitely put in a new order and get some more from John Beads, because I know I'm gonna want to start making with these.
I know, yeah. If you need any like samples like that, if you were hanging around, I could send you all.
Yeah, well, cool. And see, that was one question. And then someone asked, can you do this with kites? Is that do you know what that is?
Bead? Is that like the half triangle, or is that a? Okay, I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
I don't know what a kite bead is.
Okay, all right. That one tested you.
I'm making a guess, yes, but because a kite is the same shape.
Yeah, I know. But like,
I don't
because there are 2 holes, who knows? But it definitely works. Yeah, because then that would affect it a lot. Yeah, it can't just be the rhombus shape. Okay, I think those were the questions. Cool. All right. So we are back.
We decided we wanted to make a point kind of similar to like how we did the earring, right? So it's the same kind of concept, but I just started with one, and that one's going to be that.
Okay, start with
It is the reason I did that was just to get it to because if I just go straight to a triangle from here, it's not in the center.
Yeah.
I just want to give it some air. And so here's my next.
You added one, and then one more.
Next bead
Okay,
here.
so you added 2.
And this is when I'm going to need my point bead, right? I'm going to go through my clasp here.
The second one you added is going to become the point bead because you're going to go back through it.
Yeah. So now I'm just going back to just that second one I added.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and hold the clasp here and just pull it. Just get it all to cinch up like that.
Okay.
So good. Now I need another single bead to finish the other side of my triangle.
Add one more.
And I'm going to come through the open one.
Okay, so in total you had 3 beads here in order to add the clasp.
Yeah, and so let's reinforce it. And to do that, we're just going to do our same here thing that we've been doing here, where we're going to go through the adjacent bead and all the way back up. If you can, and once we get through all 3, fabo. I said that for my friend one.
I love that, fabu. Through the loop.
Flip it over.
Down through the 2 on the other side.
Here. And then the only trick here is sometimes it's hard for me to remember where, once I've done this turn here, I have a hard time remembering which one I already came out of and went through. But if you look real close, you can see I've got 2 passes here and 1 here. So you would probably do that turn one more time. And you can turn it anywhere. I want to share that you can come down here and turn it. And that actually gives it some strength. Mm-hmm. So maybe come back up.
You guys don't feel good.
We're having the worst time over here. Sam's hit his head around. Yeah, we're almost done.
Really fun.
We're adding on the toggle, and then we're gonna go back in and add our last 2. We're making part of this.
Okay.
So yeah, grab that.
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Right? Don't they look like Southwest tiles?
That's what I felt like too. It's so pretty.
Cute. So yeah, it does kind of have that like tiled look. I think that's very cute.
This has all the Tucson vibes.
Yeah.
And then the bracelet's like similar to that PDF itself.
Yeah. So we wanted to show one thing a little closer to the PDF.
And so I reinforced that 3 times. And you could do 4 if you want. 3 is pretty good. Wildfire is strong. And I was just going to go through all these now. Just go through all straight. If your band's really long, you'll have to go through all of them. You might need to make a couple trips.
What stitch is that there?
Single column herringbone.
I just learned it. I actually picked it up and did a few of the stitches. Yeah, it's so cool. So this piece, I helped with.
Yeah,
I did a few rows.
I need flap with Cynthia. You're making with
doing
everyone.
It together, yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna go scout some food.
Okay, so, good idea. Let me know what you find. Okay, so we're coming out of the last seed bead at the end. So now we're we're trying to get embellishments on. So what are you doing right here?
I need to get to my inside hole here.
Okay, but you're not going to jump from the seed bead into the inside hole.
The holes don't run this way.
Yeah.
They run this way.
Okay, so we want to go to the nearest hole, which means we're at that outside one first.
So I'm going to go this way. Just travel in this direction. And I'm going to make a turn. And now it doesn't matter at this moment which is my front or back, but if you were using a clasp or something that you cared about with the top, these are reversible, right?
Yep.
So we'll just make this the top.
Okay.
And for a bracelet, I think just embellishing one side makes sense.
Yeah, you probably don't want the embellishments on the inside kind of scratching you or something. Can I try?
Absolutely.
Now I can't stop. All right. I'm just gonna try to help here. All right. So, because I got to see you do it on the earring. So I think I have it. All right. So I'm coming out the inside of the blue stone one, and then I'm gonna pick up 1/8, one roll of bead, and one more 8. Okay. So I liked how you laid it down. So I'm just gonna pull the beads down to start, and I'm gonna lay them. So I'm coming out here. Hold it up, cool. I'm gonna lay it across. Yep. So now I see I want to go through the pink bead coming from that side. So I'm gonna go from that side. There you go. You're a great teacher. I got this. You so got it quick. Okay. So now I'm going through the inside of the pink one. I know I am getting a master class right here. I'm getting hands-on help. I love this.
Oh, you're so
I mean, I've become addicted so quickly. Okay, and then I'm gonna step up. Go around. Yeah. I'm gonna go around the pink.
And sometimes the needle moves around.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep it on the top, the embellishment.
Okay.
You got it. So cool.
Okay. So now we're on the inside of this one. I'm gonna grab 1/8, one rolla, and these rollas have a little bit of Picasso on them too, a little extra texture, if you will. Yeah. I know, blue with Picasso. What's wrong with that? Okay, so I'm gonna bring my beads down again. I'm laying them across diagonally from where they were. Cool. And then I just go through this blue stone one on the inside. Cool. All right, will you do the last one so they can see it from you as well? All right, so we have one more to embellish. We're almost done. And we'll just end there. People can imagine the other side.
You take your tail thread or what's left of your working thread or both, and just make that other side. Yeah. So I'm going to go through this one here. And I think it'd be possible to meet your threads again like we did with the knot and all that should work. So there's that. 1, 2. And that's it. So I'm just going to lay it to see what I want it to do. Go through that bead. This is strengthening too. This gives it some just an extra little bit of strength.
And we're going back through the foundation.
And then you get to see some of that spiraling texture.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love this.
This is so fabulous.
Yes. You got this so easy.
This is awesome. Yeah. Well, Danielle, thank you so much for making this happen, for going live with us.
Oh, of course.
This is so cool. We had the best time.
The ones from home are so fun.
Yeah. Oh, I know. This is just extra special. All right, we've been going almost an hour, but I feel like we've gotten to show you a lot. You've gotten to see how to do earrings and a bracelet. And we showed both. We ended up using right angle weave, you said, with the rhombuses, and then we also got to do single column herringbone at the end here. So a little extra as well. So cool. All right, so I'm gonna go live, I think pretty soon, to show off some of these beads so you can pick out your favorite colors. So we'll make sure to probably send a text or at least an app notification so you can pick up some of these beautiful beads for yourself. But I might need to grab lunch first. We'll see. There's a lot to do.
Food is required.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, everyone. Oh my God. Wait. Someone realized I didn't show off the rollos. Oh my God. I cannot call them the right thing. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Last thing. Let's see here. Thank you for reminding me. You guys are the best. You guys just help us out.
Yeah.
Keep us going. I love that. All right. Let's show off these colors right before we go. Awesome. All right, so we have a few of them with the Picasso finish. So you saw the turquoise with Picasso, and we also have that on the jet black and the red silk. Both have that Picasso finish. We also got the turquoise all by itself. And lastly, these are, if you really want a pop of color, these are so fun. So these are all a crystal check glass, and they're lined with these pops of color. So this one is a bright neon pink. Here's a bright orange. Ooh, okay, you want to quickly shut off those samples? Yes. It's goodies are having. And then the purple. Oh my God, I want to pair this with amethyst. So cool. All right, so those those are all the colors that we've got.
Separate
Yeah.
idea.
All right, just so you can see peyote stitch with stretch cord and these fun colors. All right, there's lots of possibilities. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us here in Tucson. Oh, yeah, why not? Let me make it big. Yeah, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Carmi. I'm Daniel from John Bead.
And what do you guys do at John Bead?
Marketing and prototypes. So I work with Danielle all the time. And this is our owner.
Wonderful.
So, yeah.
Here, more folks from behind the scenes. Look at this. And
Thank you,
Danielle
guys.
poking it as well. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.